Hey guys, what's up? So this is a continuation video on the two previous ones that I made on essential fatty acids. And the first one was covering just an overview of getting you just the idea of why I'm even making these videos and ranting about why essential fatty acids, particularly omega-3 fatty acids, are so important to get into your diet and why most people are deficient. The second article I put out and video that accompanied it covered a vegan alternative. So most of them are animal based, and I figured it'd be good to show you what you can do from a vegetarian or vegan option. And then the one today I'm going to cover is on fish oil, the one that I typically recommend, the one that I think is the best one. And this article is going to have two pieces. One's going to be covering what to look for in a high quality fish oil, and then the second part is going to cover sort of like a little bit of a hack to use fish oil in a therapeutic way for really arresting chronic inflammation and also to actually really aid in weight loss. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so what do you look for in fish oil? Quality is number one. You want to look for pharmaceutical grade fish oil. So what that means is it's a specific process that how they filter the fish oil, so you're not getting a bunch of crap in it. A lot of fish oils out there, because they're coming from fish that live in the ocean, and the ocean is polluted, so you're going to get a lot of toxins, a lot of things like mercury, things like dioxins, PCBs. There's a lot of crap in the ocean which bioaccumulate in the fish, and so if they make the fish oil, you're going to get a more concentrated version of those chemicals, which is obviously something we want to avoid. So getting a pharmaceutical grade will help through various processes that will encompass a pharmaceutical grade product. That will ensure that a lot of that is filtered out, so you don't have to worry about those issues. Now another good way to really check to make sure that you're getting a really high quality fish oil is reading the labels. But because the United States FDA does not regulate supplements and do not do quality control, sometimes you have to take a little bit of a risk. There is a way you can ensure that you're getting a really high quality fish oil. This is pretty extreme, but if it's a brand that you're unsure about, this is a good way to go. And it's requesting a certificate of analysis. And that is a third-party test that tests supplements, and they will show you if what they're saying on the label is indeed what is in the bottle. So you can order one of those and have that information, and the company should be able to provide that for you. If they don't, that's a pretty good indicator that this is a shady company that's not selling you a good quality product as they say they are. Also, make sure the fish oil is in its triglyceride form. There's two types of fish oil. You're going to see the triglyceride form and the ester ether form. The triglyceride form is the more absorbable kind. The lower quality fish oil would tend to be in the ester ethyl type version. And interesting, when they actually go through the process of making fish oil, it actually starts in the triglyceride form, turns into the ester ether form, and then the higher quality ones actually have to reconvert it back to its triglyceride form. So make sure that it is indeed in the triglyceride form, and then your body will be able to recognize it and absorb it and use it as it needs to. Now, one of the best indicators to see if you bought a really good quality fish oil or not is if you get those notorious fish burps. If you're burping up the fish oil, you're essentially consuming a rancid fish oil. You should not have that issue, and people a lot of times don't like fish oil because they get those fish burps. And the truth is, you're consuming rancid fish oil. Good quality fish oil will usually have some sort of antioxidant added to it, like vitamin E or astaxanthin, and both of those will help preserve the delicate oils because these are polyunsaturated fats, so they're more delicate. They can go rancid and oxidize a lot easier than other types of fats. So you need those additional antioxidants added into it to help preserve it. And if you're getting a brand that has that, you shouldn't receive those or have those little fishy burps. You should just consume it and it should do its thing. Now you might be wondering too, like as far as dosages are concerned, I want to preface and say I'm not a doctor, and this video that you're watching is for educational purposes only. But for myself, I make sure to be consuming around a gram of fish oil per day to get optimal benefit in keeping my essential fatty acids in proper balance. So try to get that. If it's a liquid version, you can do the math to be able to figure out the right amount. Usually on the label, they will actually give you the right amount, which is around a gram from their recommendations. And I also want to include that you can self-test yourself to see if you actually, how much you really need. And you can order lab tests that will test your essential fatty acid balances, primarily your omega-3 to omega-6 fatty acid balances, and that will also help give you an idea. Kind of like vitamin D, where there's a recommendation on the bottle, but you really have to test to know what the right amount is. So you may need to look into that. Okay, so here's a little bit of a therapeutic hack to speed up weight loss using fish oil. Take your body fat percentage, whatever that is. Let's say it's 25% body fat. That would mean you need to consume 25 grams of fish oil per day. You do that for 2 weeks, and then after 2 weeks, cut that amount in half, and then consume that until you reach your weight loss goal. I explain it more in the article, so please reference that. But if you are more than 30% body fat, do not take more than 30 grams in the first 2 weeks. Okay, so do not take more than 30 grams because it's just too much. But so if, like, let's say you're 35% body fat, only take 30 grams as your maximum for the first 2 weeks, then cut that in half, then take 15 grams until you reach your weight loss goal. That should really help arrest the inflammation and really speed up weight loss. A big issue why people can't seem to shed the pounds when they're doing everything else is generally related to an inflammation type of issue. So helping arrest that by using some additional omega-3 fatty acids through the fish oil, that may be the additional push you need to reach your weight loss goals. All right, so that closes it out for today on the fish oil recap. Now, what I like to recommend is a brand called Exos. I sell it through my website. It's a professional brand. It's actually made by Thorne. If you've heard of Thorne Research, they make really, really good supplements. I like to use their fish oil. This is it right here. Bam, ba, ba, ba. This is what I use. And that's what I recommend. But there's a lot of other good ones. If you follow the criteria I recommended in this video and in my blog post, you're good to go. There's a lot of other good ones out there. That's just the one I've been using for right now. But I know there's some really amazing ones out there. So search around, check out the one I have, do what you gotta do, and please leave me some comments below. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope that covers everything, and I'm be glad to answer any additional questions in the comments below. Thanks, guys. Catch you later.